Welcome to the Treat e-learning module on preferences. In this module, we will cover customizing Treat's user-defined defaults for quick, easy modeling. Preferences were introduced in Treat version 3.0 and are designed to make the modeling process quicker and easier. The inputs and settings defined under the preferences act as user-defined defaults, which are then automatically added to a new model. Preferences also allow the user to automatically fill in inputs that are common in each project, such as fuel type and weather location. Specify lighting and appliances to be generated at the time a new space is created. Customize drop-down lists for surfaces and windows. And set up the new building wizard, measurements wizard, and the visual inspections wizard for your company needs. To begin customizing your preferences, select the Preferences menu located under Project Group. You'll notice that the preferences are recorded under 7 different tabs, the first of which is the Fuels and Rates. This screen allows the user to enter up to 4 fuels, which will then automatically be included in each project and will also be available for selection if you're using the new building wizard. This allows you to customize by entering your own utility name, as well as the specific information about the fuels in your area. The next tab is for Weather and Defaults, where you can define the default values that will be filled in for your daily and long-term weather site, as well as your heating and cooling season. You can also adjust other defaults such as your ceiling height, and the building air tightness. Keep in mind that these can all be adjusted, but these are the defaults that will be filled in when you start a blank project. The Surface Constructions tab allows you to define up to 20 surfaces that will be available in the drop-down lists when you're selecting surfaces from either the blank project mode or the new building wizard. Selecting surface as the default will cause it to appear first from the drop-down list, and the remainder of the surfaces will appear in order of R value or code depending on what you have selected. Similarly, the drop-down lists for window, glazing, and framing are set up in the wizard. By filling in the most common window types that you're seeing, and selecting which one you'd like to appear first. In the Lights and Appliances tab, you can set up lights and appliances that will automatically be generated depending on what type of spaces you define. It's always an option not to have any lights or appliances generated. To set this up, make sure you first selected the proper space type, such as living space, sleeping quarters, that you'd like to either define or not define lights and appliances for. By setting up lights and appliances here, every time, for example, sleeping quarters is defined as a space, the listed lights and appliances will be generated for that space. The next 2 tabs are the Inspections and the Measurements tab. And this is for setting up the inspections and measurements that will appear when you use these wizards. That concludes our overview of using preferences. Keep in mind that all inputs generated by the preferences may be changed or modified later using the regular Treat screens. Preferences can be moved and copied from one license of Treat to another, from one machine to another. So you can have one set of preferences set up for all users in a given company. The user can also always reset to default to clear all user-defined preferences and restore the default preferences that are included with Treat. This concludes our module on preferences. Be sure to check out our website at treatsoftware.com For additional e-learning modules, information on classroom and webinar trainings. Here you can download updates and view product information, and also visit the help desk where you can browse frequently asked questions and submit a ticket about a question you have about using the Treat software.